Well, it's time now for our first Focus 50 Plus of the new year. So it's a perfect time to talk about New Year's resolutions and their legacy. And Dr. George Schofield is here. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Same to you.
So I guess the big question is, what do we get, or should we get, provided we do them right, out of making our resolutions?
Well, what we get out of our resolutions are really two things. One is we get organized, and the second of all is we actually get hopeful, because it's important to ritualize a new beginning from time to time, and I think those are the primary considerations for what we get out of our resolutions, plus the outcome, of course.
So how do we get a successful, what makes them succeed or fail? What's the key there?
Well, what makes them fail, I'll tell you, is keeping them a secret and not being organized about it. The most popular New Year's resolutions are lose weight, exercise, get our finances together. And so we can do those things, but there are really two kinds of resolutions to pay attention to. The first one is a continuation from last year. Is this something we're already working on? Second of all, is this brand new? Are we deciding to suddenly take off 25 pounds? So what really, really makes a difference is not keeping it a secret, and even better than that, telling people that we care what they think about us and our success.
I don't know if you heard this earlier. We had a little story on about gadgets that could help you keep your resolutions. One would zap you if you do something wrong,
yes.
And another would also take your money away. But I really think you have to really get it in your mind that you want this as well, correct?
You do.
And it sort of sets an example for our other generations, our grandkids and things like that.
Right, exactly. In fact, my resolutions are part of my legacy. I had a fascinating experience where I took 5 grandchildren to see a movie, Big Hero 6, and at the end of it, my 15-year-old granddaughter said, "What do you really think of the movie, Papa? Tell us the truth. We know when you're placating us." That got my attention, because I know I want to be the kind of guy that has resolutions and keeps them up. So I'm really sharing my resolutions with people that are important to me this year, not just in terms of what they are, but in terms of some regular conversation and progress about them. First and foremost, my very powerful 15-year-old granddaughter.
So do you want to share one of your resolutions this morning with us?
Absolutely. One of my resolutions for this year is very simple. It's a random act of kindness every year. Every day. So it may be letting somebody into traffic, it may be holding an elevator door, it may be doing something at Publix in which somebody can't reach a can of goods on the top shelf, but it needs to be an act in which I'm not thanked. It simply is a random act of kindness, and I move on.
I think that's wonderful. I think it's one we should all adapt. I'm going to adapt that as well.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you.
Pleasure to see you, and
you
Happy
too.
New Year to both you and Grant.
To you too.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.